Have you ever shared a big dream with everyone around you? You felt excited. You spoke with confidence. People smiled, clapped, and encouraged you. But then something strange happened. After all the talking, the motivation slowly disappeared. The dream that once felt powerful now felt heavy. And before you even started, it quietly died. If this sounds familiar, this story is for you. Because sometimes talking too much about your dreams can be the very thing that kills them. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village surrounded by open fields and dusty roads, there lived a young man named Ethan. Ethan was known in the village for one thing: big dreams. Every few weeks, Ethan had a new vision for his life. One month, he wanted to open the biggest shop the village had ever seen. The next, he planned to learn pottery and sell beautiful clay pots. Then, he decided he would build a strong house and become wealthy. Ethan didn't lack imagination. What he lacked was silence. Before Ethan ever lifted a tool or took a single step, he announced his plans to everyone. He walked through the market shouting, "Soon I'll open the largest shop in this village." People clapped, they smiled, they praised him. Ethan felt important. That night, he slept peacefully, full of pride. But the next morning, when it was time to work, something was missing. The energy was gone. Days passed. The shop was never built. Soon, Ethan had a new dream. This time, pottery. He gathered people in the village square and spoke loudly. "I will make the finest pots anyone has ever seen. Everyone will buy from me." Again, people praised him. Again, they encouraged him. And again, nothing happened. The clay remained untouched. This pattern repeated itself for years. Ethan announced dreams. The village celebrated words. But Ethan's hands stayed empty. Slowly, something changed inside him. Pride turned into embarrassment. Excitement turned into shame. He began avoiding people's questions. "Ethan, what happened to the shop? What about the pottery? What's your plan now?" He had no answers, only silence. One evening, Ethan sat alone near the old village well, staring at the ground. An elder approached him. The man was simple, quiet, and respected, not because he spoke much, but because his life spoke for him. The elder sat beside Ethan and asked gently, "My son, why does your heart look so heavy?" Ethan sighed deeply. "I have so many dreams, but I never finish anything. I don't understand what's wrong with me." The elder listened carefully. Then he asked one simple question. "What do you do when a new idea comes to you?" Ethan replied without hesitation, "I tell everyone. I want them to know what I'm going to become." The elder smiled softly. "Come with me tomorrow morning. I want to show you something." That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. For the first time, he wondered, could my words be the reason my dreams never live? The next morning, Ethan met the elder in a small garden behind his home. The elder held 2 seeds in his palm. He handed one seed to Ethan. "Plant this," he said. Ethan dug a small hole and placed the seed inside, covering it gently with soil. Then the elder picked up the second seed, but instead of planting it, he raised it high. He called a few children playing nearby. "Look, everyone, this seed will soon become a magnificent tree. Watch how wonderful it will be." The children clapped. They laughed. The elder placed the seed on a rock in the open sun. Days passed. Every morning, the elder quietly watered the seed buried in the soil. He said nothing. Ethan visited the garden often. Slowly, a tiny green shoot broke through the earth. Week after week, it grew stronger. The elder continued working in silence.
Meanwhile, the seed left on the rock never changed. The sun dried it, birds pecked at it, the wind carried pieces away. Nothing grew. After several weeks, Ethan stood staring at the small plant rising confidently from the soil. The elder stood beside him. "A seed," the elder said calmly, "needs darkness to grow. It needs silence, protection, patience. If you leave it exposed and talk about it too much, it dries up, it gets stolen, it never becomes a tree." Ethan felt the truth sink deep into his chest. The elder continued, "When you talk about your dreams too early, you feel proud, you feel rewarded before doing the work. People's praise gives you satisfaction. Your mind believes the goal is already achieved, so the fire for action disappears." Ethan lowered his head. He had lived this mistake again and again. The elder placed a hand on Ethan's shoulder. "Dreams are fragile at the beginning. They need protection. Let them grow quietly in the soil of effort. When the tree is strong, the world will see it without you saying a word." That evening, Ethan walked home slowly. This time, he didn't feel excited. He felt focused. That night, Ethan made a decision. He would try again, but this time in silence. Ethan chose one simple goal: to build a wooden chair. He told no one. No announcements, no promises, just work. Every evening after his daily chores, Ethan went to a quiet corner with his tools. Some days he felt excited, some days he felt tired, but there was no pressure, no expectations, just wood, hands, and patience. Days turned into weeks. Mistakes were made, mistakes were fixed. Slowly, the chair took shape. When it was finished, Ethan sat on it. For the first time in his life, he felt real pride. Not the pride of applause, the pride of completion. One morning, a neighbor noticed the chair. "Ethan, this is beautiful. When did you make this?" Ethan smiled softly. "I've been working on it." "You never told anyone?" the neighbor said in surprise. Ethan nodded. "I wanted to finish first." Word spread slowly. People admired the chair, but Ethan was already working on his next project, quietly. A table, then a shelf, then a stool. Years passed. Ethan became known in the village as a skilled craftsman, but he never announced his plans. He only showed results, and people respected him more than ever. How many times have you announced a goal and lost the energy to chase it? How many dreams died because they were spoken too early? When you talk too much, you give away power. When you work quietly, power grows. Let your actions speak. The world doesn't need to hear what you're building. It only needs to see what you've built. If this story made you think, subscribe to the channel for more motivational stories that change how you think and act. Like the video and share it with someone who talks big dreams but struggles to finish them. Remember, silence builds, noise distracts.